Okay, I think I'm back. I'm 13 minutes late. Thank you, internet issues. Like I said, my name is Debbie Foster. I'm creating cards with Debbie. And let me bring you up on my iPad so I can watch comments. I hope everybody finds me again. I'm going to give a moment for everybody to get here. Been having a lot of technical problems lately. I don't know if it's the internet or if it's my phone or exactly what it is. Be sure you comment and say hello when you come on. I'm just going to give a moment for everybody to get here. Okay, my name is Debbie Foster, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Bismarck, Arkansas. And the name of my Facebook page, as you probably have seen, is Creating Cards with Debbie. And today is January 26, 2022. It's hard to believe. I don't know where the month is going. It seems like the older we get, the faster it goes. Good morning, Barbara. I'm having problems this morning with my internet again, so I'm glad that you're able to get here. I'm just giving a moment for everybody to get back here again after I lost everyone. Okay, good morning from Arizona, Barbara. How's the weather in Arizona? We're kind of chilly today. We've got wind out there, and I think our high is supposed to be 40 today. So, weather here in Arkansas really varies. One day it's hot, and the next day we're freezing. So, go figure. And okay, there's my comments. Hi, Jackie. I'm back. This internet thing, I had to shut down my modem and restart that, or my router, and then I had to restart my phone, so that's what's taken me so long. I don't know. This is getting to be a normal thing every week, it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get you turned around here. It's in the 60s in Arizona. Oh, you're originally from Illinois. So do you spend your winters there in Arizona then, Barbara? I'm going to go ahead and turn you around here. If you get motion sickness, be sure that you close your eyes for a moment, and I'll do this as painless as I can. Turn that back around. No, we don't want it. Ah, okay. Yeah, I don't blame you. It's too cold up there. Alright, let me see if I can get this on here. These clamps on these things are really tough, especially when you got arthritis in your hands. Okay, let me see how that looks. I guess I may need to zoom it a bit. Well, if my phone would stay still. And some lighting here. Move some things out of the way. Well, I'm glad that you're able to join me. Yeah, I'm originally from Minnesota, so we kind of got the long way around when we came to Arkansas. We went from Minnesota to California and then back here to Arkansas. My husband was born in Arkansas, so he always had the dream of retiring here. So we've been here since 1996 now. And he just recently retired full-time, so. Alright, I'm crooked there, and I'm trying to figure out which way I need to go. Do I need to zoom it in anymore for y'all? Or can you see okay? I just made it worse. Okay, let me see here. Come down just a little bit. I can zoom it a little bit. Alright, iPad, you can catch up to me here. Well, I'm zoomed in, but I'm gonna have to watch when I'm doing my cards that I don't lose it any. I wonder if I can bring it down some. So it looks good that I messed it up now. Okay, we're just going to leave it as is, and I'll just kind of watch my iPad to make sure that the cards are in view. Let me get some lights over here. Alright. Okay, so let's get started. As I said, I'm creating cards with Debbie, and you can shop for any products that we're showing today or any supplies that you might be needing. You can go to my store, which is www.debbiefoster.stampinup.net. And if you need to email with any questions or just to contact me to say hello, my email address is creatingwithdebbie179@gmail.com. And if you shop with me, the January host code is 9RT, and that's not showing the camera, 9RT334ZE. And I might be zoomed in too much, maybe. Let me... You weren't getting the full view there. Let me... Okay. And this is my blog address, which is www.creatingcardswithdebbie.thesearemystamps.com. And you'll have all the instructions there and measurements of all the cards that I do. And if you want to sign up with Paper Pumpkin, here's the website that you go to. I think you can see that in camera, okay? And it's also in the description of the video here, so I won't go over that. Okay, so let's do some housekeeping news here before we get started. The Paper Pumpkin kit for February is called Sale-a-Bration. And it says, let loose party animal, Safari Sale-a-Bration Paper Pumpkin Kit. You can have until January or February 10th to sign up for this. Excuse me. It says, answer the call of the wild and your creativity with the Safari Sale-a-Bration Paper Pumpkin Kit. Escape the ordinary and explore the outlands on an artistic adventure filled with amusing animals, beautiful botanicals, and a world of fun. Good morning, Amber. I'm glad that you found me again. You were born in Texarkana? That's not far from us. I think, what is it, 78 miles or something? Okay, so you'll get all the supplies that you'll need for this kit and to create 9 cards, and then it has the envelopes that go along with it. You'll get a stamp spot. And safari inspired shapes and patterns you'll go wild for. So I kind of shortened that up. So if you have any questions on the paper pumpkin, how to sign up for it, just get with me. And you can also click in the description, it has the web page to go to. So okay, and we still got Sale-a-Bration going on. And for Sale-a-Bration, if you sign up, or if you sign up for Paper Pumpkin, you can do a 3-month prepaid, a 6-month prepaid, or a 12-month prepaid, and you'll also receive, you can earn Sale-a-Bration items with each one of those, so that's another added incentive for this month. And if you join my team, you can get your kit for $99, and for that $99, you can choose $125 worth of products, and you have free shipping. Okay, my video's interrupting. Hope that's not a bad sign. Okay, I'm just going to go on. So if you joined during Sale-a-Bration, which ends on February 28th, you can get 2 free stamp sets when you join. So that's on top of that $125 worth of products. And you'll also receive a past Paper Pumpkin kit to go along with that. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'd be glad to answer any questions or concerns you might have. Once you become well, it's called a demonstrator, but really you don't have to do what I do. You can just get it to get the discount, which after you get your kit, your orders, you'll receive 20% discount on everything that you buy. So that's an added plus. Who doesn't like to save money? I sure do. Okay, and then we've got a new promotion coming out on February 1st, which will run until May 2nd of 2022. And it's called All Together. And you can kind of see we've got papers, we've got stamp set and dies and new blends, and the designer series paper, which is a 6x6 pack. So this kind of shows it a little bit better. Here's the stamp set and here's the dies, and you can buy that as a bundle, and this will carry over after the promotion is over with, and you'll be able to get the stamp and the dies and the designer series paper afterwards. So I wanted to show you the designer series paper. I'm hoping that nobody's in a big hurry today. We are kind of running over. Let me bring that out here and kind of show you on the camera. Let me see if that's showing real good. It's black and white patterns. Oops. It's kind of flipping faster than I wanted it to. And I think I skipped one right here. There we go. So I think those are going to be fun. And also we've got the new Natural Tones Stampin' Blends that are new. And to start with, you can get everything, all the blends, as a bundle, which is $45 for all 5 sets, or you can purchase them separately, the combos, the light and darks, and those will be carrying over in the new catalog, but the bundle price won't be. You'll have to order just the combos separately. I think we've gone over the housekeeping part, so let me get on here and get started. And like I said, today's going to be a punch kind of day. We're going to be just using mostly punches instead of, well, we'll have some dies, but the majority is punches. So let me bring over our first card. Let me get some more lights on in here. It's kind of dark. my instructions. Okay, so here's our first card. It says, "Where would I be without a friend like you?" And I'm using the Sunshine and Rainbows Designer Series paper. And this is out of the Sale-a-Bration. You can get this pack of paper free with a $50 order. And we're using this design and the clouds. We're going to punch out the clouds. We've got a punch that punches the clouds out. Okay. And lots of pretty patterns and colors. Real bright and cheerful. Rainbows. Got butterfingers going on today. It's not cooperating. Let me bring out my bits and pieces here. And here's the punch. The cloud punch. I guess it's probably upside down. No, that's the right way. That we're going to be using. And the stamp sets I'm using are for the sentiment only. So we're going to be using this one out of the Special Moments. And this one from the Lighthearted Lines. That's going to be our inside sentiment. It says, "I hate to break it to you, but you're stuck with me. Friends forever." Thought that was really cute. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, we are going to be using our layering circle dies, and I've used the plain circle and then the scalloped one for use for our sentiment. Okay, my video is saying it's interrupted all the time. Is everybody else is doing that too? I'm glad to see everybody here today, especially after losing everyone the first time around here. I didn't let it get the best of me though. I came back. So I've got our thick basic white cardstock, and it measures 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches, and I've scored that in the middle at 4 1/4 inches, and then I burnished the edge really good. I like to have a real good fold. And we've got these are our papers that we're using. We got Bermuda Bay, and that's 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And we've got a basic white, 3 inches by 4 1/2 inches. And then our Designer Series paper, which is 2 3/4 inches by 4 1/4 inch. And then another strip for the inside of our card, which is a 1/2 inch by 4 1/4 inches. So we're just going to start out. We've got our little scalloped out of the Bermuda Bay and our basic white. We're going to just stamp on our basic white circle. We'll stamp our sentiment, which is, "Where would I be without a friend like you?" And I re-inked my ink pads this morning, so I'm hoping that I didn't get too much on them. And we need our piercing mat because we're using photopolymer. And we're just going to stamp that in the middle of our circle. And we might as well go ahead and stamp the inside of our card too while we've got our ink pad open. And we're using the sentiment, "I hate to break it to you, but you're stuck with me. Friends forever." And we're going to stamp that in the center of the inside of our card. I'm kind of out of camera view. I'm thinking I need to raise up here a little bit. Well, not sure that's any better. It might be. I'm just going to go with it. I'll just kind of keep an eye out here, make sure I'm not hiding things from you. Alright, I'm going to put that lid on that ink pad so we don't have any accidents with it. And we'll move our cushion out of the way. And we'll start assembling our card. We're using our liquid glue, our Tombow. And we're going to put some on the back of our circle. I've got a new bottle of glue here, so it looks like it's coming out really fast. So I've got to be careful. Is everybody else's video saying video interrupted? Or is it just on my side? Yeah. Got that in. Now we're going to take our Bermuda Bay and we're going to glue that to the front of our card. And we're just going to center that, leave a small border going around. Okay. And then we're going to take our basic white and our designer series paper and we're going to attach that to the front of the white. Well, it's closer to 10:30 when I started, I guess, so I may have to change my time. My internet keeps acting up like that. Maybe it wants me to do it later. Hard telling. Who knows? Okay, we're going to put our sentiment up on dimensionals. Oh, let's put one more there. We're going to set that aside for a moment. And I've got some ribbon here. It's the Pool Party sheer ribbon. And I'm just going to run a line of that. It looks like it's about, 7.5 inches long. So I'm going to get my Stampin' Seal, which I didn't have out here yet. And I'm just going to put a little strip over here to connect the ribbon. And just put it like an inch from the edge. And I'm going to make sure I've got this straight. And you probably don't need that much ribbon. It looks like I've got a lot of excess here I need to chop off. So probably 6 3/4. Whoops, that didn't connect. What happened? Maybe I didn't have it pressed down or something. Yeah, I think I might have missed the boat here. So just there, now it's held down. Okay, so we've got that on there, and it looks like it's a little crooked right there. There we go, we straightened it. So we're going to attach this to the, kind of to the right side of the card. We don't want it centered. And we're just going to use our glue to attach that. Bring it around this way and center it to the right side. I like the liquid glue because it gives you wiggle room time. Alright, and we're going to take off the backs of our dimensionals with my Take Your Pick tool. I should have put my garbage can over here where I could reach it. We're going to make a garbage pile here. And we're just going to place this at the bottom right hand side. And I have punched out a little cloud which comes out of the cloud paper. Here, you can punch each one of these clouds out with the punch, and I've already done that, so. And we're going to place that cloud up here, and I'm not putting that on a dimension, I'm just going to glue it directly down to the card. And I'm going to hang it off of the side of there a little bit. And I've tied a little bow using the pool party ribbon. And we're going to grab us a glue dot, which are sticking to my lamp here. Okay. Take your pick tool. And I'm going to place a glue dot right there in the middle of the ribbon. And then place our ribbon down on top of that. And kind of fix up my bow a little bit. Alright, and then we've got some new gems that are polished dots. And we're going to put some of those on our card also. Using the Take Your Pick tool. And I'm going to use the putty side. And I'm going to grab the larger clear ones. Oops, that one went off the paper. And I'm going to put 2 in the upper right hand corner. Oops. Hopefully I'm getting them straight. Looks like they are. And then I'm going to put another one on top of the at the bottom of the sentiment. Alright, so we've got our gems on there. Oops, I need to put this over here, I'm going to lose it. Okay, so there's the front of our card. Now we're going to finish up the inside, which we've already stamped our sentiment. But I'm going to place this little 1/2-inch strip of Designer Series paper at the bottom edge. We just got to finish the party on the inside of our cards. And got a little bit extra there, so I'm going to trim that off. Okay, so there's our first card. Where would I be without a friend like you? I hate to break it to you, but you're stuck with me, friends forever. Okay, so let's go on to our second card. This one I'm using the Let's Sail. Get some things out of the way here. And also I'm using On the Horizon, the sentiment Thinking of You, and Relax and Enjoy Your Day are the sentiments I'm using. So here's our card. Get all my bits and pieces out here. Everybody's quiet today. Hope everybody's had a good week. Alright. So I wanted to show you, this is It's called New Horizons, the 6x6 Designer Series paper. And with this, you don't really need to do too much with your card because it's got like background pictures. And there's the other side. There's another one. And the back side. These are just gorgeous. In fact, I ordered another pack of them because I know I'm going to be using them a lot. See, it looks like a lake and maybe some mountains and an angry sky. It looks like it could be a field or something with the sky. That could be an ocean. And here we have another scene. It's got the sunrise, the sunset, or sunrise, and the mountains and the water. And the back side of that. Here's another one. I see so much possibilities with these papers. I love them, I love them, I love them. Gorgeous. Okay, so we're going to be using the punch, which you can get both of these as a bundle price, this punch and the stamp set. Or you can get them separately, whichever you prefer. Okay, and our ink pads. Okay, so here's the card. I kind of got sidetracked a little bit. Let me get my instructions out here. Thinking of you. This would make a good man's card. I think we never have enough for men. And then relax and enjoy your day on the inside. So we're going to start out with our thick basic white, which is 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches, and then it's scored in the middle at 4 1/4 inches. And we're going to burnish the edge of our card. And we'll set the card aside. And we've got Misty Moonlight cardstock, which is 4 1/8 inches by 5 3/8 inches. And then here's the Designer Series paper, which is this way. I had it upside down. This is 4 1/8 inches by 5 3/8 inches. No, 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. The Misty Moonlight is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And we're just going to glue those together. Okay. And we'll just center that on top of our Misty Moonlight, leaving a small tiny border going all around it. And going that way, I had it upside down. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside for a moment also, and we're going to work on our sails. So look for that for the inside. Okay, so we're going to use our black Memento ink to stamp our sailboats, and we're going to need 3 of them. And I kind of want to look at the punch so I can see, maybe I can get these all punched at the same time. Well, probably not. And I wanted to do this with the early espressos, but that's okay. We're going to do black. Well, no, I wanted the early espresso. Let's do a redo here. Let me clean off my stamp. This is the Stampin' Simply Chamois. I use that to clean my stamps off with. Alright, let's put this black away. We don't use that yet. We're going to do our sailboat with the early espresso. And then we'll do the sails with different colors, which I'll say when I'm doing them. Okay, so let me see if I can line this up right. I probably got it upside down. I do. I should have stamped it over here. However, I'm just going to go ahead and stamp all of them. Okay, there's our 3 sailboats. Oops. And for our sails, we're going to use the Fresh Freesia, Misty Moonlight, and Bumblebee. Okay. Now I need to clean off each one after each color here. Okay, and now we're going to do our Fresh Freesia. Hope I don't bore everybody too much. I should have done some of this ahead of time. Fresh Freesia. I just dropped that on my designer series paper, but that's okay. I can cover that. Alright, then our next one is going to be the Misty Moonlight. Yeah, I love those papers, Jackie. They're cool. Okay, our Misty Moonlight sail. And our other sail. Alright, we're going to close up our ink pad before we have another accident. And I'm going to start punching. Let me see if I can do this. Well, no. So we're going to punch out the boat itself. We're going to line that up. And punch. And we're going to do another one. I'm going to have to cut these out separately so I don't mess them up. Punch out our second sailboat. Here it is. third sailboat. You could probably line all these up in your Stamparatus to stamp them in the directions that they're supposed to be and then just punch it out. But I didn't do that ahead of time, so... Alright, so now we're going to do the sails. I might have to get these in there a different way, I'm not sure. Let me see if I can do them. No. When you do this way and you don't have anything to hang on to, here's the trick to that. You take a little scrap of paper and a glue dot. And you place the glue dot on the strip of paper, and then you just place that on the back of that stamped image, and then you're able to slide it in there and hang on to it at the same time. So you're able to punch it. Oops, I've got too much paper hanging over there, too tight. So it works really wonderful. And bring the sail back here. And the same with this one. Oh, my stomach's growling. That was loud. Sorry about that. It thinks it's lunchtime or something. Oops, put that on the wrong one. And I may have to trim some of this off also. Oh, it's okay. This goes on this one. There's one sail that's bigger than the other, so be sure you get it put in the right one. And I want a little more white up there. Oops. Okay. And same with the other two. And the glue dot. If you have arthritis really bad on your hands, sometimes you just leave a punch on the table and punch it out. I know I do, so some days are worse than others. And another glue dot. Oops, it didn't attach there. I really should have had this done ahead of time. I apologize. Okay. And now our Misty Moonlight sails. We'll do the same with those. Oops, not paper in there yet. There we go. Helps to get the paper out of the way. Alright, and then our last sail. And then we can start assembling our card the rest of the way. Yeah, it's too long up there. Get off of there. Okay. Get my trash out of the way. Okay, we're done with the punch. And now we can start assembling our card. We can go ahead and we can glue this to our card base. Yeah. And make sure you got your water turned the right direction. We don't want the sky on the bottom. And we're going to leave a small white border around there. Oops. I had it straight and then I moved it. And now we're going to take our sails and our boat, and we're going to put a little glue on the back of our boat. And I don't want that to go shut. There we go. And we're going to put one over here. And we're going to go ahead and put our sails on there so we know how much room we have to go. And the big one goes on the left side and the smaller one goes on the right side. But we're going to put that one on the right side. We're going to put that onto some dimensionals. I'm using the mini dimensionals. For next week, with my internet the way it's been the last couple times, I think I might come on early and do a test run to make sure it's working good before my time comes up. So I don't know if it's the internet, Facebook, my phone, which one is the culprit. And this one's going to sit directly down. It's not going to be popped up at all. I need to slide that one up underneath a little bit. I kind of got a little close to the edge here. We want to be able to fit it in our envelope without chopping a sail off. Alright, then our next boat, we're going to put that just a little bit lower. I got plenty of glue there. And right there, I believe. And we're going to do the Misty Moonlight with this one. I'm going to put down the larger sail first. Get my pieces off of there. Okay. This is kind of over the other boat, but it's behind it, so it looks like it's okay. And some dimensionals on this one. I don't think it was a bass boat for our neck of the woods. Oh yeah, They should. All these Bass Pro fishermen that we have around here. That might be a suggestion that I give to Stampin' Up. Give us a bass boat. Alright, we'll put that one on dimensionals next to it. And then our third boat. We'll go this side. And he's a little bit ahead of the other guys, so we're gonna see if he beats. He's in a race. And glue on this one. I've got dimensional backing sticking to my fingers. And we're going to place that down. And dimensionals on the back of the small sail. And pop those backings off. And, whoops. A little bit of a dimensional sticking out the side, so I had to push him back in there. Alright, so there's our sailboats. Now we're going to add some birds, our sentiment, and we're going to be using our Memento Black. I just want to make sure that's stamping okay. And we're going to stamp that in our upper right hand corner. And we need some birds, which I didn't get out. Okay. Okay. The birds are from on the horizon also. I'm just going to snitch this blackum on it. And make sure your birds aren't flying upside down. Make sure they're going the right direction. And we're going to just stamp those just above that sailboat right there. And then we need to do our relax and enjoy your day sentiment on the inside. Our lid on our ink pad. Trying to get my stamps out of the way here. And then for our a little bit of bling, we're using the iridescent rhinestone basic jewels. And these are in the new catalog also, the mini catalog. And we're going to take our pick tool and we're going to take off 3 of those small ones. And we'll put them 2 up here in that right hand corner. And then the third one we'll put over here, just above the sailboat. Okay, so there's our second card. Thinking of you, relax and enjoy your day. Alright, you wouldn't believe all the paper I've got laying around here. I'm going to have to get the broom. Okay, so our next one is using our Ladybug, and this is a stamp set. Let me get my ink pads out of the way here. That's funny, Amber. Around here, going to be crow or buzzards. That's funny. Okay. So the paper that we're using comes from the Pattern Party Designer Series paper. And this is a hostess only paper pack. It's 48 double sheets. And you can receive it with an order of $150. Or if you hosted a party, you could receive it free there too. So might be something you want to think about. But I love the patterns. They're gorgeous. And then there's more on the back side too. So it's a really big pack. It's 48 sheets. And they're all double-sided. But we're using this one here we're going to be using as our Designer Series paper. So it's Hello Ladybug and the Ladybug Punch, Builder Punch. And you can get these as a bundle or separately if you just wanted the punch. Because even with just the punch, you can make the ladybug. So let me get my instructions and I'll show you what I mean. We're using Real Red ink pad and the Granny Apple Green are our colors, plus the Memento Black. Oh my, where'd I put it? Oh, I'm losing it today. It's sitting right next to me and I couldn't even see it. Okay. We're going to start out with our card base, which is 4 1/4 inches by 11 inches. And it's scored in the middle at 5 1/2 inches. I'm trying to see my score line. Okay. Guess I didn't press real hard on it. It was hard to see it. So we're going to follow that, and we're going to burnish that edge. And then we'll set that aside for a moment. And we've got a scrap of white. We've got our Designer Series paper, which is 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And we've got another piece of the basic black, which is 3 3/4 inches by 3 inches. And then basic white, which is 3 1/2 inches by 2 3/4 inches. And we've got some scraps of the Real Red and the basic black. And we're going to punch those with our punch. And I've got another strip of the Designer Series paper that's going to be for our inside. And that's a 1/2 inch by 4 1/4 inches. No, it'd be 4 inches because our inside basic white is 5 1/4 inches by 4 inches. And so this is a 1/2 inch by 4 inches. Alright, so I got papers laying on my lap here that was bugging me. So let's get started here. We're going to start out, we're going to glue our Designer Series paper to our card base. And we're going to place that on the front of our card with a small border going around the edges. I'm doing good today. I'm actually getting them on straight. Usually I'm crooked and have to peel them off and struggle with them, but I'm doing pretty good today with that. Alright, now we're going to take our basic black and our basic white. We're going to glue those together. Well, now I'm getting glue all on my fingers. And we're going to center that on the front of our basic black. Well, I think I spoke too soon because this one It's going crooked on me. And, let me get a baby wipe to wipe off my finger. I don't want to be sticking to everything. Okay. So we're going to set that aside, and we're going to stamp our leaf using the grainy apple green. And I finished this one. I finished one of my blocks that my leaf was on, so I need to reattach that. Of course, I had to get ink on my fingers when I took that other stamp off. So we're just going to ink up our leaf. And I need a piece of scrap paper because we're going to be stamping that off on the inside. So I'm just going to stamp our leaf. And I should have used my impression mat. Let me see if that works out. I'll just hold it there for a moment. I'll go with that. Don't mind that. And we'll set that aside. We'll be using that again when we do the inside of the card. And all I did was I fussy cut this out, which it doesn't take a real long time. It's pretty well kind of straight edges or curvy edges. So move the paper, not the scissors. And that one's kind of thick there. I'm just leaving a small white edge going around our leaf. Hope nobody's in a hurry today. It's too chilly here to be outside, so I guess I'm not complaining being inside longer. Okay, so there's our leaf. And we're going to glue that to our little white one here, our white and black one. We're just going to use our Tombow glue. And I kind of set it at an angle with the point up at this corner. No particular reason, I just like the way that one looked, I guess. Alright, so let's do our sentiment. We're going to stamp "You Can Bug Me Anytime." Using the black memento again. I want to sample that, make sure it looks good. And we're going to stamp that right in the bottom right-hand corner. Okay, I probably should have done that ahead of time in case I messed it up. But I got lucky. Alright, we'll put the lid on that. And then we've got the black and white gingham, not the scrap of paper, the black and white gingham paper, or ribbon. Oh gosh, Amber, almost 40 there. Yeah, I don't know what the temperature is here. We're using the black and white gingham ribbon. And I've already cut a strip of it. It's looks like about 5.5 inches. And we're going to take our stamp and seal again, and we're going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back side of our basic black mat. And I want to make sure I've got enough there. And then we're going to place our ribbon just above our sentiment. And see if I can get it straight. I also always allow more ribbon than what I need. Alright, so we're going to attach this to the front of our card. And then we'll start working on our ladybug. And make sure I'm going it's opening at the right side so I don't put it upside down. And we're going to center that. Maybe I can cheat by following the lines of the designer series paper here. I think that looks pretty good. Okay. So we've got that done. So we're going to bring in our scraps of paper here. We've got our black, which will punch out the body. And let's see, where'd you go? My ladybug blew the coop here. I found you. You didn't get away too far. And now the real red cardstock, we're going to cut out the wings. I'm trying to find a good spot here. There we go. Alright, we'll set our punch aside, our scraps aside. And then we've got, this is the stamp. It has the little spots for the wings. And we're going to use Memento Black, but we're going to bring in our cushion here like we're supposed to be using with photopolymer. I have it right there, I just didn't grab it. So we're going to ink up our little spots. And we're going to place them centered on the wings. Cute, cute, cute. Oops, I've got some glue on my fingers or something. And alright. As long as we're stamping, we're going to go ahead and do the inside of our card too before I put the ink away. And here's our inside. And I'm going to stamp my friend. But first I'm going to stamp another leaf. And I'm going to get my paper over here so I can stamp it off once. Bring this pad in again. And I need my cardstock out of there, I'm hiding. So we're going to stamp it off once. And then we're going to stamp it again in the center of our inside of our card. We'll want just a real faint, and that kind of messed up, but that's okay. And then we're going to stamp my friend over that. We'll cover up that bad section there. There we go. And then we've got the other ladybug. This one here, we're going to stamp her using the black Memento. I can get my scrap paper out of here. And we're going to use our cushion again. Get her inked up really good. We're going to stamp her at the bottom. I'm just going to leave a little space at the bottom so we can put our designer series paper strip there. Okay, there she is. And then there's the body section. We've got the real red, and we've got the stamp that goes right over the top of that. And we're just going to match up our dots, our spots, and it should stamp fairly good. Alright, just like that. Close up my ink here. And we're going to take that little strip that we had, and we're going to put that at the bottom of our card. And so it kind of looks like she's running on the designer series paper. And we'll leave a small border at the bottom. And that's the inside of our card. Alright, place that on the inside. That's straight. I guess that's straight. Okay, so there's the inside of our card. We need to finish our ladybug here. So we're going to glue this wings to her body. And I was using my Tombow glue. Just put a thin layer just at the upper part of the wings. And we're going to match up the wings to her neck. Just like that. And then we're going to place her up on dimensionals. We've got some black dimensionals, mini ones here. We're going to go ahead and use those. And I take your pick tool. Oh, look at my finger, I've got red ink on it. Red ink is dangerous. Jumps on your hands, everything. Alright, we're going to place another one in the middle. And I know I'm using a lot of dimensionals, but that's alright. I know where I can get some more. With the black ones, you get the minis and the regular size in a package. So you get both sizes, so it's kind of cool. I had the normal size, but I don't know. I must have used them up. I need to put that on my order again. So we're going to put our ladybug on top of our leaf. And I think I'm going to cover up all that white that doesn't show. And then to add a little extra to her, we're going to add the matte black dots, which are going to go into the spots here. And before I do that, let me get a glue dot here and we'll stick down our bow. And I'm kind of going to curl it a little bit. And we're going to put it on the left side. Alright. Alright, let's get our dots here. And I'm going to use the larger ones. And we're just going to place those right onto her spots. And I think I used the small ones too. Let me see, maybe not. I might just go ahead and use the bigger ones all the way around. And one more. And then I'm going to take another one because I like odd numbers. And we're going to place that maybe right up here in the corner. I didn't use any Wink of Stellar on her. Wink of Stella, not Stellar. Yeah, polka dots. I think it's cute. And I'm going to trim off the ribbon a little bit. Okay. Oops. So here we have our Ladybug card. You can bug me anytime, my friend. And I think she's cute too. I love that set. It is cute. Okay, so that's my cards for today. Let me clear off the spot here and bring them all out here. And I've got an open ink pad here. I need to close it. And just stuck my finger in it. And this one. Okay. I hope you enjoyed today, and I'm sorry about the technical problems. It's getting to be a normal thing here. Like I said, I might come on next week a little bit early and do a test run, so maybe I can get it all figured out. That won't interrupt my time. So here's our 3 cards that we did today. I'm just trying to get them all in camera view. Maybe scooch a little bit more. And next week, I'll be back next Wednesday. Oh gosh, it'll be February. Today's the last Wednesday of the month. Wow. Okay, next Wednesday, which is Groundhog Day. We'll see if that groundhog sees a shadow, which will be February 2nd at 10 o'clock. So I hope you all be able to join me. And be sure you tell your friends about me. Even if they don't make cards, maybe they do scrapbooking, so, or they know somebody that may do the same things. So all this product that's used for Stampin' Up! Can also be used for scrapbooking, which was my first passion when I first started out, but then I kind of went towards card making more. I do some scrapbooking yet, but not a whole lot. And don't forget that Sale-a-Bration is going on until February 28th, so be sure you get your orders in there so you can get your free products. We've got some that are free with the $50 purchase, and then we've got, I think, 2 that are free with a $100 purchase, which is this one, the Special Moments, and the Friendly Hello stamp set and Friendly Hello 12 by 12 paper. You get both of those with a $100 purchase. And if you have an order or host a party and it comes to $300, you'll get this Calming Camellia stamp set free, which you could do a online party, and I could help you with that. And all your friends and family could order from you and get your orders up to that $300 level, and you could get that stamp set free. Plus you get other hostess rewards along with that. So it's something to think about, and if you have any questions on it, be sure you reach out and ask me, and I'll be more than happy to give you all the details. So I want to let you go today. Again, I apologize for the technical problems. Good old internet or good note or my phone, I'm not sure which it was. So I'm going to let you go until next week. Everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and get some scrapping time in there, some stamping, card making, whatever your passion is, paper crafting. So I'll see you next week at 10 o'clock, February 2nd. Bye for now.